I want to jump ahead a little. One of my favorite albums of all time is Bow Down. Gangsta Killer and Dope Dealers. Fucking just one of my favorite songs to ever be made. You guys were in this mix with Common. When Common dropped I Used to Love Her.
Yeah.
And he had his verse that you guys reacted to on Westside Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Is it safe to say Westside Slaughterhouse was kind of like the conception of Westside Connection?
It was. It was. Now it was on, I think it was on Mac 10 album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious, did you guys take real offense to like when you heard I Used to Love Her? Like what were your guys' thoughts like? Because you guys were motivated enough to put that record together.
I think what it was we saw a wave coming. I think we had saw first before we took any offense to that record, it was records like Fuck Compton that came out.
Tim Dog.
And so we felt like the more successful we got, the more pot shots we were starting to hear from New York.
Like the fuck industry. LA trend was starting to...
Yeah, it was called Keep It Real.
That's what they would call it.
Keep it real. We gonna keep it real. This is real hip hop. We keeping it real here. So that was the kind of line in the sand between patting us on the back for being this new phenomenon to
and Little Bro and
how many records these niggas gonna put out?
Right.
You know what I mean?
It was cool at first, but
it was cool at first, but damn. And so we were starting to get pot shots, and I think Common just got caught up in all that because Master Ace had did a record called Slaughterhouse, where he was like, that's why we did Westside Slaughterhouse, because he was saying our records was just saying murder, 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 kill, kill, kill.
And Master Ace, I mean,
Master Ace is dope.
I know he's amazing, but Born to Roll is like, if you heard it, you might think he's from LA.
Exactly. So we were starting to take offense. And, you know, at first we was like, yo, we just now getting accepted in hip hop.
Right.
Let us be cool, you know, and not trip. Because we all know how to turn a party out, and it's just going to go bad. It ain't going to be, nobody going to have no fun. It's just going to go bad for us. But it was like, this is all we could take. You know, somebody gotta stop this, or everything we've accomplished will be erased and negated and looked at as like just a blip on the hip hop radar. And I'm like, no, we have to solidify what we've done in hip hop. And the way to do that is to band together under this Westside umbrella.
So The Bitch in You comes out.
Yes.
When you first hear it,
yeah,
how do you feel?
Well, I mean, I had a record,
because it's a hard record.
I had a record cocked. I had a record cocked and loaded and ready to attack.
Okay.
Then I get a call from Minister Farrakhan.
This is after The Bitch in You drops.
Yes.
Okay.
But he called all the rappers together because he saw it getting out of hand, and basically was like, if y'all don't call some kind of truce with this, somebody could die. And not because somebody from the West Side gonna attack Common, or somebody from Common Side gonna attack us, but now you have maybe a third party could do something to one of us, and then we're gonna blame each other. So when you beef in public, it gives an opportunity for a third party, and we was thinking government, CIA,
to
step in and kill one of us, hurt one of us, and then we're gonna start blaming each other.
Incite this divide and conquer.
Yeah. So in the
By the way, that's a real thing.
Without a doubt.
That's happened in different facets of the country over time, like and to destroy other countries and coups and all that. Yeah,
it happens
for sure.
It happened to the Nation of Islam with Malcolm X. They was beefing, somebody come in and kill Malcolm X. Now, one side blaming the other. Now, that being said, it was just in the best interest to stop the
dead it.
Beef right there and not do the records that I had.
What was the name of the song you had cocked and loaded?
I don't know. I got to look in my notebook. It's buried in my notebook. I haven't.
It was crazy though.
Yeah, I mean, it was a diss record.
Did you think The Bitch in You was a hard record?
I didn't feel no stings from it.
Okay, that's fair.
You know, I didn't feel like you know.
I would just wonder because obviously you guys are like. Cool, I mean,
we cool now,
but I just
haven't heard the record in a long time. I think I only heard the records once. I only heard it once.
30 years later.
When somebody dish you, you
only want to listen to it one time. Yeah, you're not going to go back
and to listen to it once
unless you're Drake and everywhere you go, it's playing.
And you know, to me, it was you know, it was cool.
Yeah, no, that was an interesting time for sure. On the new record, you say that you're here to fight reptiles and lizards.
Yeah.
Now I know that you and I are probably a little more on the conspiracy side than other people. Uh-huh. Did you mean like reptilians, lizard people?
I think that's what we all fighting somewhere, somehow.
I'm just curious. Yeah, that stuck out.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think we all fighting some kind of forces that are not happy with humanity and trying to, you know, make sure we self-destruct.
Do you feel like, and I don't want to get too specific with like any sort of politics or anything, but you know, with what's going on, obviously the election just ended. There is a real economy in division.
Yeah.
People's entire livelihoods and their houses and their car notes are paid based on peddling divisive material to divide people, right?
It's true.
And I'm just curious from your perspective, you've been a part of so many different like eras of the country as a black man in America, obviously, and you've talked about, I think, A Bird in the Hand and the first Bush, the first Bush, you know what I mean? Even Reagan. Were you rapping before 88?
Yeah, I was rapping before 88.
Oh man. But I'm just curious, like what would you say, like, if you had to kind of, as somebody who's kind of seen, I don't know if the country's ever been this divided, like what do you think would be the healing factor?
For people to mind their own business a little more.
I love that.
Yeah.